So guys, we're preparing a export to Japan, so we're going to take you throughout the process today. Firstly, I want to say excuse the mess in the room. We thought we're going to take you guys throughout the process of exporting snakes. So it's a good video for you guys to see the ins and outs of the snakes leaving to the next destination. So firstly, let's start off with the box. So we basically built the box out of plywood sheets, and then inside the box, the second layer of the insulation, we've got polystyrene that we put on the inside of the box itself, and then the third layer is just the insulation blanket that we put also inside the box. This helps to keep the animals at a nice temperature and also minimizes the friction in the box itself to make sure that the animals are nice and secure. Here we've got a leopard bumblebee puzzle, and this female is also a posset clown, and she could be possibly red stripe. A real awesome female leaving to Japan. So guys, basically if we build the boxes according to the number of snakes we're shipping. So here we've got actually a box that's capable to fit 80 snakes, but we're actually sending out 76 snakes today. So as you guys will see in the box itself, all of the tubs are so packed that the snakes can't move around, and it just makes sure that the animals are nice, safe and secure while being shipped out. Unfortunately, we can't always guarantee how the animals will be handled when on the flight, but at least we can ensure that the packaging was good and that the snakes will be safe and secure while being shipped. So guys, here we've got our hatch certificates. So this comes with all of our sales, or all of the snakes we sell. So you guys will see the genetics of the animals. We give you the ID code, the sex of the animal, of course, and of course the date of birth, and then both parents of the snake. So it's a great thing to have if you ever resell the animal. At least you've got some genetic hatch certificate. So today is actually a joint shipment between myself, Rassi of PPM Exotics, and Tyron and Dean from Beautiful Snakes. So we're actually shipping 76 snakes out to Japan. So it's 32 snakes of myself. So some awesome animals leaving. Here we've got a super pastel yellow belly / gravel head pied, and a very simple combination, yet a very stunning one. And I must say, this is a real nice female to work into your pied projects, and of course your highway pied projects as well. So in terms of the paperwork when exporting the snakes, it all depends on the end destination where the snakes go. Some cases you need both CITES paperwork and vet certificates. In the case with Japan, we only need the CITES paperwork. So both the exporter and the importer has to apply for both the importer and the exporter CITES paperwork. So there's no vet certificate needed for this export. And that's also sometimes very difficult to get the vet certificates depending on which country the animals are leaving to. Nice one leaving today. Yellow belly clown pied female. The clown pieds are some of my favorite animals, just because it's two of my favorite recessive genes into one snake. Another thing we give with the shipments, or with all of our sales, is we give you the tag itself on the tub. So this is basically the tub card, just to say also the feeding records of the snake. Just shows you that the previous feeding records of the snakes. And of course we've got again the pairing at the back and all of the other details on the front of the card. So in terms of the snakes reaching their final destination, so it normally takes 36 to 48 hours for the animals after them being shipped out to arrive at their final destination. So we always try and get the fastest route to the end destination to make sure that the animals has the best and the safest flight. So in terms of feeding the animals, we like to stop feeding the animals a week prior of them being exported. This just gives the animal enough time to defecate and make sure that they've got an easy trip and they don't necessarily defecate in the tub where they're being exported in. So when we pack the snakes, we start off with a first layer of insulation, then we put a paper toweling, and this just makes to ensure if the snake defecates in the tub that there is some absorption taking place. So after that, Morris is going to place the snake in, and he's just basically going to write which snake it is and the sex as well. Here's another cool combination. This is a pastel super spot nose leopard Mojave head clown, and I just love the striping on this animal. Of course the super spot nose, some of them do have a bit of a head wobble, but still they make awesome animals, and at least you're guaranteed in the future to produce all spot nose from the snake. So a real powerhouse animal, and he's actually posset hyper and ultramore as well. So a real stunning snake. And in terms of the hydration, we don't actually give the snakes water in the tubs itself. The animals have water until they're being exported, and afterwards, if the client picks them up at the airport, we always advise them as soon as possible to make sure that the animals has got fresh water. Stunning fire yellow-bellied clown, head for pied. This male is actually possible orange dream as well. I think he's definitely actually orange dream. Awesome male, and he's got a great head stamp. That's a great thing with working with clowns. You've got great coloration, great patterning, and an even better head stamp. So this guy's off to his new home. And remember guys, we pack the snakes the same day as that they're being exported, so the snakes stay as short time as possible in these tubs. So now everything is ready. Let's take this box to the airport.